Hello. My name is Athena, and welcome back to the Quaranteen podcast, season 2. Um, so it's been about 2 weeks. This is the second episode, and I am looking myself in the little viewfinder here. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't brush my hair, so sorry, I forgot. I was setting everything up and I was like, okay, light, camera, mic, let's go. Forgot about me. I forgot I'm on camera. But this is a different location if you're watching this. It's not that different. I just kind of am sitting not at my desk because I think the audio was a little off. So hopefully the audio is better this time. Sorry about that. I am new to using all of these things at once. Using these things individually, I am decent. So you would think, oh, you should be good at using it all together. No, I am learning. It's very difficult for me to learn things. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. Anyway, this episode we're going to be talking about, we means me, and you can discuss too. You can email the podcast. Did you like that transition there? Email the podcast at athenarethispodcasts@gmail.com. It's ATHENARETHIspodcasts@gmail.com. I hope I got that right. Ugh, I think I got my name right, but maybe not the podcast. It's podcast with an S. Okay, so this episode we're going to be predicting things for 2021. Today I'm filming March 25th. It is pretty early. That it's also Greek Independence Day. Woo! If you're Greek, if you know, you know. So this podcast should hopefully go up tomorrow, Friday, March 26th. It's going to be up front. I had spring break last week, and I was supposed to pre-record 2 of these podcast episodes, so something like this wouldn't happen, where I have to I'm filming right now, but film and edit and upload my video tonight so it can go up tomorrow. Technically, I have done it in the past with same day film and upload for season 1. I was filming just on Zoom, so I didn't have to edit. Those were the days, huh? Anyway, last episode we talked about a year in quarantine and kind of all I've been up to and kind of just in general some of the things I wanted to talk about. It was about 45 minutes, maybe a little more. And I obviously didn't cover everything that happened over the past year because, I mean, that's so much. But hopefully now will be a chance to we reflected on the past. Now it's time to look forward and predict things for 2021. Okay, I got a couple topics. This might be a longer episode than usual. I'm going to grab my iPad right here and just hold it in my hand. Okay, so first thing to discuss, I kind of just moved back a bit, so it's in a less awkward position for me to be podcasting. This seems more chill, right? Like we're having a conversation, I hope. Tell me if you want me to change anything from my quote-unquote set. This is just my room. You can see I have a piano on a cat thing. I had 2 cats, way to give them away. You can watch that. Watch me talk about the cats in one of my solo episodes from season 1. And I don't want to play that piano, but I'm going to. Taking classes and lessons and stuff soon. Well, I kind of started. Anyway, that's my background. Kind of boring, but whatever. Okay, I want to talk about something that kind of happened in the news past couple weeks. Waitress came to Japan. That's cool. Waitress is a musical, in case you're not familiar. My kind of quote-unquote specialty or stuff that I really like, kind of cornerstones of my interests, are musicals and stand-up comedy. So, kind of in the beginning, and I kind of am into influencer culture. That's not really something I really want to discuss all the time. Because, I mean, like, what is there really to discuss besides kind of drama in that regard? I don't really want to talk about that. But Waitress came to Japan. Woo! I saw the clip. You can go see the clip. Maybe I'll put it up in I don't know where it will be, but in the little, maybe in the description. You can just look up Waitress Japan. It's cool. News is the prom is coming too. That's really sick. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm really into musicals, and the Pantages, I live in LA, so the Pantages was like the big theater here. They had Waitress, I think, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I kind of forgot. Time doesn't exist. Waitress came here. That was cool. I didn't get to see it, sadly. I wanted to, but it didn't work out. But that's cool. Just some theater news. Just some hope, you know? Yeah. I definitely listened to Waitress as soon as I heard about it, and I saw some clips. It seems very cool. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is, fudge, I forgot. The Oscars are coming soon. So that's cool. The Oscar nominations came out, I think on Monday, so I forgot, whatever day that was. So I'm going to talk about it later, so if you want to stick around, and that's going to be the last thing I talk about is my Oscar predictions for 2021. Let's go. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is I put the first TikToker to host SNL and win. So this is the first prediction. I'm going to look up, because I don't actually know, the biggest TikTokers. I should have done that. That was the one thing I forgot to do. Most of them are teens, so that maybe I was wrong with me predicting that a TikToker is gonna host SNL. I just think it's kind of inevitable. It's gonna happen. I can't say words. One day it's gonna happen. And you know why? Some faith is that Olivia Rodrigo's song "Driver's License" had a whole sketch dedicated to it on SNL. So I just feel that eventually there's going to be a TikToker. My dog barked. My dog agrees. A TikToker who's going to host SNL. I think probably, I would hope, a YouTuber first gets to host SNL. I just think it's interesting to think about the clash between traditional media and like internet media, just like, you know, social media in general, kind of clashing, and when they're going to take that turn. Because I know Kyle and Beck, and like Andy Samberg, they made internet like content, kind of similar to Gus Johnson and like sketch comedy, clearly, because they're on SNL. I just wonder who's going to be the first one to kind of bridge that gap, at least for SNL, kind of how important that is for TV history, SNL from 75 till now. I am rewatching. I am watching for the first time all of the SNLs ever, and I am on episode 2, so I'm very slow at it. But I will pick up the pace. It's just that I did the math, and it's about 40 days non-stop of SNL. I think, I round up sometimes. So, I don't really consume that much content besides YouTube. I think YouTube is my number one place where I go for content, at least for the longest. And then I think second would be one of the streaming services. Then maybe Spotify or Apple Podcasts. The first kind of big thing I want to talk about, for the SNL thing, I want to wrap that up. I always get distracted. I would say by 2023, we're going to see a bigger, I know this is supposed to be for 2021, but my prediction for 2021 is that there'll be no TikToker host SNL. There could be a TikTok, like, musician that does it. I'm not too into that world. But, you know, TikTok musician, I feel like that's not really accurate, because obviously, maybe they got popular off TikTok. Maybe, I don't know. But I feel like a TikToker hosting SNL, unlikely for 2021. I'm looking for that for 2023. A YouTuber will do it. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just going off of sheer hopefulness. Okay, maybe I don't hope for that, really. You gotta be the right person. I think that's the thing. I'm not in charge of, picking people to host SNL. I feel like that's kind of stressful. Especially with, like, everyone getting canceled. I think the next topic is the next star to get canceled. I do have notes on my iPad because I don't really like scripting stuff, but I do have notes. Okay, I put 2 people. I think that I don't hope that these 2 people get canceled unless, of course, like, they get canceled for a good reason. Not because they did something good, obviously for a bad thing that they did. You know what I mean. So I said George Clooney. I have no real reason. I just thought of a celebrity and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what he did. These are not things that, like, I found or are not, like, causing drama. I saw The Descendants, which is a good movie he's in. But I think what's so interesting to me is that Emma Stone got canceled for portraying a person of color. I'm not sure for what or when. I kind of blocked it out of my mind. I'm sure that I saw the movie years ago. Just, you just see movies. I saw a lot more movies when cable was a thing and you just stay up and, there's nothing, when when YouTube wasn't a thing, you just watched a lot more movies, at least in my case. Anyway, she got canceled for portraying, I think, a woman of color or something. I should have maybe brushed up on the details, but it doesn't really matter. But George Clooney was in I think it's The Descendants, or maybe it's just Descendants. Oh my god. I'm so bad at names. But he played a Hawaiian guy, and from my knowledge, I don't think George Clooney's Hawaiian. I feel like maybe they would cancel him for that. But it's a good movie. It's about George Clooney's character, the dad, who deals with his 2 daughters when his wife is she had a horrible accident, so she's dying. I don't think that's a spoiler. And yeah. Yeah. I don't think that George Clooney's gonna get canceled. I don't know anything. But I do just think that I couldn't come up with, like, a real good reason. And I just watched that movie recently and I'm like, well, I could see it. Not like canceled, like his career's gone, but just like people just talk about it on Twitter. That's what I mean by canceled. At least in that sense. Okay, the next person I thought of was Lisa Kudrow. There's no reason. Again, I don't know. I put this category down and I couldn't think of anything. So I just thought of her. I feel like she's just gonna say something stupid. Not something insensitive, but just something, like, hella dumb about something or other. I don't, nothing serious. But I think that people on Twitter are just going to say that she wasn't playing a character in Friends. That's it. Sorry, Lisa Kudrow. I don't hope that happens to you. But if it happened, I wouldn't be surprised. Because, the internet. I couldn't think of anyone else. If you have any... Because I think, I didn't want to do... I wanted to do traditional celebrities to get canceled. I don't know, I could just see this stuff happening. I didn't want to be too obscure with it. Okay, the next kind of big thing I want to talk about is streaming services. This I have a lot of notes for. So I just want to talk in general about some of the biggest streaming services. If you don't know. Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV Plus, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Showtime, Peacock, HBO Max, Tubi, TV. Some of these I just mentioned because I have. I have Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Showtime, Peacock, HBO Max, Peacock's free, and Tubi, that's free. Okay, yeah, I don't, one of the big ones I don't have is Apple TV Plus and Paramount Plus. I want to get Apple TV Plus, but I want to get it for free, so. If anyone wants to send me their info, you know what email to send it to. Also, Paramount Plus. I want to get it. I think it's $3 if you're a student, so I might try and convince my mom. I think I mentioned that last time. So, email me and help me come up with an argument for my mom for us to get it. And that does sound like a lot that I have. Okay, Disney Plus, I have that because, well, I think I signed up for it early, so it's cheaper. I think I got it for 3 years or something. I got like a cool deal. Netflix, that was my first ever streaming service I got, and I'm very loyal to Netflix, even though I don't really watch it. Hulu, I got with Spotify Premium along with Showtime. Amazon Prime Video, I got it because my mom has an Amazon Prime account. So. And then HBO Max, I got this for freezies because Spectrum. Love you, Spectrum. You're kind of annoying, but this, I forgive you. Forgive you for giving me HBO Max. For the power outages and stuff. Yeah. And Tubi's free, Peacock's free, and then boom. Also, one that I should shout out is Canopy. Canopy. I'm not sure if it's directly a streaming service necessarily, but you get it if you have a library card. At least a Los Angeles library card. So get it. They have some good stuff on it, especially for like colleges. They have some movies that you need to watch. If you need to watch them, just check Canopy. And then they have some like smaller indie movies. I'm really into that type of stuff sometimes. Okay, rip to Quibi. Rip. I think with Quibi dying and launching, I think it launched in 2020. And then dying in 2020, pretty iconic right there. Pretty iconic. I never had it. I was thinking about getting it. Just because that one Anna Kendrick show, like, Ragdoll, something or other, I don't know, something about I wanted to maybe get it for that. Didn't get it, because I don't care. Truly, I got all the ads for it, and every time I saw the Quibi ad, I was just like, no. You're pushing me farther and farther away. I think one of the main reasons that didn't work out, from my opinion, of me watching videos on it, was that I don't think it had enough content. I can vibe with the, waiting a few days for each episode. Maybe a week might be too short, especially because the whole marketing's that it's content for your phone, like travel specifically, and but it's not like horizontal, it's vertical content for your phone, kind of like TikTok, but long form content like that. Not long form like an hour, I think longer than TikTok, so like 7-minute episodes or so. But that's kind of just YouTube, and it's free, even though Quibi was kind of free. I just didn't want to. They just used celebrities, and I think that was interesting move. Like, I don't care enough about Anna Kendrick enough to watch her Quibi show. I don't care enough about Chrissy Teigen to watch her show. Like, I don't, I feel like they could have, if they would have made it more so about getting people on it, and then they try to make their own shows, I can maybe get behind. Just like a long form TikTok. Maybe that could have worked. I don't know. But I think our attention span is getting shorter and shorter. Okay, rip to Quibi. That was my little spiel about Quibi. My next prediction. Well, I want to predict what the next streaming service to die is, or what maybe. But kind of before we get into that, I think cable will probably die. Rip to cable. I don't know. I was just thinking about in terms of like NBC and like pilot season and kind of how it's shifting for actors and stuff, like self-tapes all at home, and things like that. And I think that the two big sitcoms that I heard of, is the Neighbor, the Good Neighbor, Mayor, the Good Mayor with Ted Danson, something or other. I don't even remember it. Sorry. And then Keenan. I think this is on NBC. I just know that because they advertised it a bunch. And Taylor Louderman, who's into musicals, tying that back to one of the pillars of what I stand for, musicals. She's in Mean Girls musical. Love her. She's in it. So I, of course, checked out the first think 3 or so episodes. I haven't watched this week's or last week's, and I think I started the week before last, and I just couldn't. No offense to the Keenan writers or Keenan himself. Oh, also they launched Young Rock. It's a document, kind of like a TV show series, loosely, maybe directly based off The Rock's life. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of The Rock, you know? I think I'm just middle tier. I think I follow him on Instagram. Like some of his posts. Yeah, I haven't seen Jumanji, so you can do with that what you will. Haven't seen Central Intelligence. I think by accident. Whatever. Yeah, I think cable will probably die within the next... Maybe not die completely. I kind of feel like it will be like radio. Because, I mean, you know, TV kind of like took out radio. Not completely, but like radio took a massive hit when TV was made. Cable. And I don't know. This was a year ago when I learned about this stuff. So, yeah. My facts might not be as accurate. And I feel like streaming services are just going to take out cable, not indefinitely. But like as soon as it gets pretty cheap, where I could afford it, I definitely want to be like running some ads or something. That'd just be so funny. Being like, everyone turn on your TV, and like, oh yeah. I think cable will probably you'll see a huge dip in the next 5 years. And the next 10 years, hopefully that's when it'll be cheap and I'll buy some stuff. Maybe I'll revive it. Just for a day. I probably won't. Yeah. You know, because I haven't watched Disney Channel in such a long time. I wonder what they're doing. Maybe a YouTube video about it coming soon if I want to. Okay, let's talk about the big players of the streaming services. Well, okay. Paramount Plus just came out recently. So we'll see. I'm not going to be necessarily talking about them because there's not too much information about them. I think that they will do fine. I think they'll be exactly like HBO Max. If not better, or maybe a little worse, or just the same. I mean, those are the only 3 options, right? Better, worse, or the same. But I really think that Paramount Plus will probably do pretty fine. Especially because it's only $3 for students. They're not paying me to say that. I just kind of want to get it. Especially for all the SpongeBob stuff. I'm a big fan of SpongeBob. Big fan. But I think what Paramount Plus has going for it is it has a ton of content. I think my formula for streaming services that will outlive the rest of them is obviously a lot of money besides that. And, you know, I'm not going to go and launch a streaming service. I mean, imagine if I did. I won't. But it's fun to think about it. What if you do it? I think that what you need is a ton of money, obviously. And I think what people don't think about as much is having a lot of original content. I think one of my biggest kind of qualms with Disney Plus and what kind of HBO Max I think is doing a better job of, possibly, I'm not sure, or Disney Plus. I think what Netflix is leading, Netflix is what they're doing greatly is obviously making their own original content. I think Disney Plus really needs to step up the game to make more original content. Like more original, besides The Mandalorian and High School Musical and Musical series, there's nothing really that's big that came out of it. Besides Flora and Ulysses. I actually kind of like that. Like, I don't know. I feel what Netflix has going for it is that it has some Oscar-nominated movies on there. Like Promising Young... nope, it doesn't have that. So I meant Pieces of a Woman is on Netflix. And I think if just Netflix gets nominated a couple more times... They have Marriage Story on there. I just think that Disney Plus... Oh my god, wait, I'm so dumb. Okay, I know that Disney Plus has Soul, but that's Pixar. I think with Disney Plus, I would love more original content. More so. Like, just, you know. I know they released Cinderella from the 90s on Disney Plus, and everyone made a huge deal about that. That was good. I mean, that was not original content, but I mean, like, that was interesting how, like, everyone was talking about this movie from, what, 20 years ago, maybe more? Interesting. I would just love for streaming services to kind of go 1,000% with more producing more content. I think Disney Plus is making that change. I think originally, I think it only had like they only had the Mandalorian Encore. Love that show. Good show. Make it a season 2, please. But now I think they're really stepping up the game and producing more content for Disney Plus. Paramount Plus, we will see. I think also what makes a good streaming service is one that adapts with the times. I think what's interesting is that Elle Mills, a YouTuber, she's in a Netflix original movie or something. I don't know. I think it's animated. That's cool. That's sick. I think just kind of, what if she promotes that and kind of making deals with creators can maybe help, again, a surge in subscribers for Netflix. I think what's also good with Netflix and also Disney Plus, these two are probably going to stick around for the longest, unless like Netflix really messes up. Because Disney has that money. They have that money. Unless they lose it. But I mean, they have the money. I mean, they're not going to, unless I run it. If I run Disney Plus, oh my god, or Disney, oh my god, Bob Iger, you should step down. I'm going to make so many dumb decisions. Please, someone just let me at it. Not on purpose, I'm going to make the dumb decisions at first, but definitely towards the end, I'm going to make so many dumb decisions. I probably won't, but it would be funny thinking about it. I would just love to try and make a live action planes movie. I would just pitch the dumbest stuff and then just make it if I was in charge of Disney Plus. But watch that pop off. If anyone takes that idea. I don't have a lawyer yet, so I can't sue you, but I'm going to get a lawyer and sue you. I would just, like live action Mulan and stuff, I would just make that with like live action Bolt. Maybe that could pop off, but I really want to choose movies that's like, just, why? Like, I want people to ask me why. And me just, why not? Step up. Yeah, okay. So, disclaimer before I go more into streaming services, I know nothing. Period. Okay, just some facts. Right after I tell you I know nothing, I did do some research, and I'm rounding up and rounding down sometimes. There's so many numbers. I'm not the best with numbers, so I just rounded. Disney Plus, at the moment, has 100 million subscribers. That's nothing. I'm kidding. It's nothing compared to Netflix, who has 200 million. Hulu has 40 million, so kind of Disney has 140 million, because Disney owns Hulu. Amazon Prime has 112 million. I didn't really round there, but Showtime has 27 million. Let's go Showtime. Woo. Peacock has 33 million. That shocked me. HBO Max has 40 million. Wow. I can't believe HBO Max and Hulu have the same. Kind of puts everything into perspective, I guess. I think also what's interesting about a streaming service that will last is good infrastructure. I think that, I'm not sure if that's the right terminology. I'm not talking in terms of like their company base, but in terms of like how easy and accessible it is for users. I think Amazon Prime has the worst infrastructure. Format, I don't know. Layout, I guess. More so. You could check out Eddie Burback's video. He talks about the layout of the streaming services, so I'll put it maybe in the description. Because he points it out, and I do hate. I got Amazon Prime right after watching that video. Well, I realized I had Amazon Prime Video right after watching that video. Not because of the video, just, I was just thinking about, how trash, how good Netflix's layout is. And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, does Amazon Prime really that shitty? And it is. It is. So, boo. Okay. Netflix, I think they have a pretty good infrastructure, but I really appreciate that they gave us 1.5 speed. Let's go. Let's go. Love them for that. Everyone else got to do that. But Netflix right now, you're in my heart forever with that 1.5 times speed, especially in movies I don't really want to watch. Mwah. Love you. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. HBO Max is semi-new, or newer than the rest of them, so it's probably going to take some more time for them to kind of build more subscribers. But HBO Max, they have really good stuff. I just think that they should push more with the original content. And they are in the terms of, like, theatrical releases being pushed on HBO Max. But what I put some notes down, because I don't know how to word this correctly, so I typed it out first. I think what's helping them, or maybe could also be hurting them, I don't know, is the limited releases of movies. Like, people, like, for Wonder Woman, 1984. That's just, you know, the one, I watched that one. That was only on for like 30 days, and I think that's interesting, the way that they're doing it. Cause like if I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman, which I'm like not, but like let's just say, and I go on it only for that, I do the free trial for a week, I see that movie, and then I don't pay. Like that probably you'll see a bunch of people doing that, which sucks because they're not building a true loyal subscriber base. So what I think in terms, what Disney Plus is doing, the $30 payment of a movie, like they did with Mulan, and they're doing with Raya and the Last Dragon. I don't pay for movies, especially now with, I'm like a bad consumer, or maybe like a stingy one, where I'm not paying. I'm just waiting it out. I think that's really smart of Disney. $30, and then you just wait, and I could see it for just a couple months later. I just miss out on the Twitter conversation. I don't care. That's fine. I think that's good. I think HBO Max should adopt that. Just do that. Yeah, HBO Max should just really take what Disney did. That's hella smart. I mean, like, everyone is taking what Netflix did, so why not? Disney, that's good business right there. That's like really smart. Really smart. They're really good with their business. Or some might say, big business. That's a reference to a movie with Lily Tomlin and Bette Midler. You should go see it if you haven't. Follow me on Letterboxd too. You can see what I rate stuff. I didn't give that one the best rating, but I think it's iconic for them. Go watch it. As I said, I'm loyal to Netflix. I think what's really great about Netflix, at least like in the terms of the streaming wars, is that they have a really big international presence. And I think Disney Plus is going to catch up to that. So right now Netflix is in the lead, but Disney Plus is going to get there, if not more, soon. Sadly. Maybe not sadly. It's going to happen. Okay, talking about ones that I think are kind of going to fail. Well, Amazon Prime isn't. They have the money. Jeff Bezos is loaded beyond belief. More than he should. Because no one... It's just insane. Anyway, but Amazon Prime is going to be fine. I think they should really make a huge upgrade if they truly care about Amazon Prime Video. But they kind of don't. I mean, the only good things that they have, in my eyes, is... At least... I think Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Fleabag. Vibes. Everything else, I don't know. They have some stuff. They have Smash on there, which is good. Good TV show about musical theater. What they do have, which is really good if you're really into comedy, is Inside Jokes. Love that, like, docu-series. It's good. It's really good. Okay, I guess Amazon Prime has some good stuff. But I mean, in terms of, like, mainstream, I don't think that they have that much besides Fleabag and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Because I think Netflix has like Tiger King and Bridgerton, bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, what was that one show about like the kooks versus, I don't know, whatever. Netflix has a ton of stuff. Okay, kind of moving into the danger zone. Peacock and Showtime. I think one good thing that Showtime has going for it is that it has the deal with Spotify and Hulu that you get Showtime included when you get the, I think, $5 a month thing with students. You get Showtime and Hulu for and Spotify Premium for $5. Good deal. Good deal. As soon as that's over though, rip them. No offense to Showtime. I love some of your stuff, man. You have some surprisingly good movies on there. For, like, no reason. Maybe not no reason, but you guys paid. But, like, it's shocking. Sometimes I, like, gosh dang it, no other streaming service have this. And I, like, push the little arrow, and I see more, and I see, oh my god, Showtime has it? Wow. Iconic. I think the one thing about Peacock is that has going for it is that it's free. And I think they spent a ton of money buying The Office to get people to go on to Peacock. I'm not sure if that's going to work. My kind of intuition is saying it's not going to work. I know there's a bunch of people that love The Office, but, like, Peacock, are you really going to go on Peacock? I feel like they're not. But Peacock does have ads on it, same thing with Hulu, which is why I didn't put Hulu in the danger zone, because I think Hulu's owned by Disney. I think probably I don't think any of these streaming services are going to die this year. If they do, like, later this year. Like, Showtime could die if they lose the deal with Spotify. So, we'll see. What I think is interesting is that they could lose it, theoretically, because I know Spotify is putting a bunch of money into visually seeing podcasts. Okay, girly. Keep trying. I'm not sure if that's going to work. But if Spotify offers me something, I will do it. I'm a big fan of all of these companies. I'm a, consumer. Not in a good way, but in, like, a sad way about capitalism. But you know what? I'm just vibing. Okay? We all are part of it. There's nothing we can do besides anarchy. But that's not a good way. Okay, my prediction is obviously Peacock or Showtime will probably go kaput in the next coming years. First of the mains to die. Rip Quibi. But probably Disney will buy, like, one of those and combine it with Hulu. I feel like that's what they would do. That's what I would do if I was head of Disney. Bob Iger, please email me. I will do it. Please. Please. Live action planes coming soon. Come on. Send the email. He's definitely watching this, right? Okay, the next big thing I want to predict, sorry that was kind of long, but the next big thing I want to predict is when we come back to school. I live in LA, or the Valley of LA. LA's big, if you don't know. So anyway, big news. Gavin Newsom, the guy, the G. He's alright. April 5th, I met his wife. Anyway, that was... Not to brag. It's just, whenever I think of someone, I always, like, connect it to me, because I'm selfish. April 15th, he said everyone who is 16 and older can get the vaccine. That means that's probably going to have a spike of COVID patients and whatever. People getting COVID because everyone's going to be rushing to the sites. Everyone's going to be rushing to the sites. And then what? COVID's going to spread. Anyway. I also heard some tea that some vaccines don't work. I just heard it from a friend, so that might not even be true. I didn't look that up because, I don't know. Yeah. And it's just bad news, usually. So, yeah. At least if you go here, you know that I'll make a bad joke. This is where you come to get some of your news. Okay, I feel like a hybrid option for school will happen in the fall. I think it'll be socially distanced, nothing like what it's gonna be, what it was like in the past. I feel that some of my classes for school will be hybrid. Some of, like, the necessary ones. The big lecture ones about poli-sci, no. But some of the ones, like if you're in theater or film, at least in my case, I'm in both, majoring and minoring, whatever. Some of them will be hybrid. And by hybrid, I probably think that like half the class will be split up into part A, part B, and if you're part A, you go 1 week, part B, you go another week, and some of the stuff will probably be only outside, which is gonna suck. Some of my film production classes is just like, gonna be sitting by a tree, professor's gonna have a camera, be telling us stuff, can't really hear him because he's gonna mask. Him or her, I don't know. But the one teacher I'm thinking of is him, so, and then we'll maybe get to mess with the camera, or two, and that's it. That's my prediction. Definitely by the end of 2022, probably by like the middle of 2022, it will be better. So, a year and 3 months will be semi-normal. My prediction. Probably end of 2022, pretty dang close. 2023, hopefully we'll be back at it. We can go to a concert if you're vaccinated, and I will hopefully be vaccinated, hopefully by April 15th, with Gabby Noose. We're friends. We're not. Okay, the next thing I kind of have is the random plot line. I wrote this down, I couldn't think of anything. You know how in 2020 there was like the hornet wasps? Who saw that coming? Not me. I just think that I couldn't really think of anything, so I just something with NASA. Some alien stuff. Something's gonna happen. Maybe something with Curiosity. I hope that the rover doesn't die, but like, what if like a fake article comes out, or maybe a real one, I don't know, where someone says, oh my god, Curiosity died, and then someone like makes jokes about the aliens from like TV shows or whatever. I don't know, I couldn't think of anything funny, so yeah. Okay, the next thing I want to kind of discuss a little bit about is Clubhouse. Clubhouse is a social media app that's kind of like a podcasting site, but like a live podcasting site. You can check it out. I just wanted to talk about it because my friend Heaven, shout out to you Heaven, if you're watching this, hi, she got me on the app. It's an invite-only place, and it's very interesting. I've only attended a few speakers, events, I don't know. I mainly go on it for like acting or film, or the Rosebud Baker. She's can you see her? Hold on. Whatever, you can't. It doesn't matter. Rosebud Baker, comic that I'm a really big fan of. She's an Inside Jokes on Amazon Prime if you want to check that out. She was a Just for Laughs New Face finalist, I think in 2018, pretty sure. And one way or another, I just get the New Face people on my timeline, and I'm just obsessed with them now. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, she did a couple Clubhouse talks, and I missed all of them, but I knew that they were happening, so that's what counts. It's the thought that counts. And then Colin and Smear, good YouTubers, they have talked a few times on Clubhouse, and I made one of them for like 30 seconds, then I left. No tea or shade to Clubhouse. I just don't truly get it yet. And that's on me. So, Anyway, yeah, I kind of want to talk about Clubhouse in the sense that I hope that it works out, but I'm kind of confused, and I know its competitor is Stereo, and I think Stereo is free. Not like, no tea or shade, that's the facts. Clubhouse, I think what it has going for it is that it's invite only, and like that kind of seclusion kind of gets it to be more talked about. I'll be on it, maybe I'll go live one day. The reason I bring it up is maybe, if you peeps have it, maybe I'll go live on Clubhouse for a few things. Because, I don't know, I was just thinking about the podcast going live. Speaking of people getting canceled, David Dobrik and like whatever, that whole situation has been happening. I've been watching the Frenemies podcast a lot, and they go live, and it made me think about going live and kind of then tied into Clubhouse. So maybe it's in the future. I was about to say I'm a big fan of Clubhouse, but that's kind of a lie. I'm getting into it. I think it's very interesting, and I appreciate their efforts to try and make change in the audio-only space. And audio-only space, this podcast, you can also listen to it on Spotify and Anchor. I use Anchor, which is a free service. They're not paying me to say this. I don't make money off this podcast. But anyway, I could if I wanted to. That's the thing. But I don't. And if you want to just listen to it and not see me, you can on Spotify or Anchor. I'll leave the link down below. It's to Anchor, but from there you can just click the Spotify link because it's a bunch of other ways you can listen to podcasts. But I use Apple Podcasts. I don't really use Spotify, so sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of all the topics I have besides the last one, which is the Oscars. Talk about the Oscar nominees and kind of my predictions for it. Oscars 2021 nominees, actor in a leading role. I'm also on the Oscars.org website, in case you're wondering. But Riz Ahmed from Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins, The Father, Gary Oldman, Mank, Stephen, Gwen, Minari. I'm probably going to say everyone's name wrong in this for the next however long this takes me. This is obviously going to Chadwick Boseman. I haven't seen any of these movies. Sound of Metal is on my watch list, so I'm going to watch it soon. You can check out my letterbox to see when I do that. So follow me there. I've seen a couple of the Oscar-nominated movies, but Chadwick Boseman is clearly going to win. But I want Riz Ahmed to win, even though I haven't seen Sound of Metal. I just hear that his performance is amazing. My acting coach talked about it, so clearly, great. Also, I want to see The Father as well, but it's only in theaters. Mank, I'll probably watch. Minari, I'll probably watch if I can. I don't know how. I actually got invited to a free screening, and then I forgot. So I didn't actually see it. I didn't forget. I had stuff going on. I didn't just, sleep. I had stuff, but I decided to not miss my important meeting for Minari. Sorry. Yeah, okay, actor in a supporting role. Sacha Baron Cohen from The Trial of Chicago 7. Daniel Kaluuya, oh my god, sorry, I told you. Judas and the Black Messiah. Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami. Paul Raci, Sound of Metal. Lakeith Stanfield. I should have looked up everyone's name. I'm so sorry. But even if I did, I would probably still say it wrong. I'm so bad at names. Trust me when I say that. Like I am. If I know you, I probably missaid your name to you. So. He's from Judas and the Black Messiah. What's interesting from this, I haven't seen The Trial of Chicago 7 because I like Aaron Sorkin's writing. I'm not sure about Aaron Sorkin's directing. Sorry, Aaron Sorkin, if you're listening to this, please still work with me. I haven't seen it, so I have no clue. And I don't really like trials. I don't really like poli-sci. I don't really like boring stuff. I haven't seen, haven't seen Sound of Metal, but haven't seen One Night in Miami, but I like Leslie Odom Jr. because Hamilton. And he's also in Venice, which is a musical. Kind of sounds similar-ish to Hamilton, so in case you want to check that out. He raps in it. That's why I said similar to Hamilton. Nothing else. I don't know. I'm listening to a couple songs from that. Okay, Daniel from Judas and the Black Messiah. What's interesting is that Daniel and Lakeith is both nominated for supporting role. What? Who's the lead then? I hope someone from Judas and the Black Messiah wins. I don't know which one, but it doesn't matter. But I think Judas and the Black Messiah should win. Maybe Daniel should win. Because why not? Sorry. Okay, actress in a leading role. Or, because I haven't seen Sound of Metal yet, but I like Judas and the Black Messiah. That's the one I saw. Really good. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. Good. Okay, actress in a leading role. Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day, The United States vs. Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand, Nomadland, Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. I have seen Nomadland and Promising Young Woman off of this list. The rest of these three are on my watch list. I should have probably watched them before talking about this, but yeah, Maybe I'll never get to it. Sadly. I'm just busy, you know? Um, okay, Carrie Mulligan, really appreciate you, girly pop, but competition this year is stiff. Vanessa Kirby, same kind of thing, even though I think I'm going to like Promising Young Woman. My friend saw it, so Frances McDormand could win. Could. But I think Andra Day should take it. She got, like, shit on for the United States versus Billie Holiday. I think she did a great performance. Haven't seen it, but I just think she did, so that's the thought that counts. Viola Davis, girlie, you have so many awards. I guess you can take this one too, but I think Andra Day is my pick. My prediction. Actress in a supporting role. Maria Balikoff from Borat's subsequent film. Glenn Close from Hillbilly Elegy. Don't know what that is. Sorry. Immediately gone. Bye. Olivia Colman, The Father. Amanda Seyfried, Mank. Ya John Yoon Minari. Goodbye, Glenn Close. Goodbye, Amanda Seyfried. Nice try, girlies. Olivia Colman, you got enough awards. Okay, bye. This is between Maria and Ya June for me. Haven't seen either, so it's a toss-up. I don't know. Okay, animated feature film. Onward, Over the Moon, A Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, Soul, Wolfwalkers. I have seen Soul. I am watching Over the Moon currently. I'm watching like 5 movies at the moment currently. Not, Shaun the Sheep movie? Wolfwalkers, I don't know. I think it's on Apple TV, right? No. Like, it could win. It's just not my pick. I haven't seen it, so that's why. Onward, no, I haven't seen it, but still not my pick. I really like Over the Moon so far. So, I hope Over the Moon, unless the ending is bad. We already know Soul's gonna win everything else. We already know Soul's gonna win. Or Shaun the Sheep, come on. That's the underdog right there, Shaun the Sheep, let's go. But Soul's gonna win, but my pick is Over the Moon. If we were betting on this, I wouldn't bet, but if I was Oscar, Over the Moon for me. Or Shaun the Sheep movie if I watch it. Cinematography, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, News of the World, Nomadland, The Trial of Chicago 7. Okay. Bye-bye, Mank, bye, News of the World. Haven't even heard of News of the World, sorry. Bye, The Trial of Chicago 7. Sorry. This is really a toss-up between Nomadland and Judas and the Black Messiah. Okay, whoever wins Best Picture won't win cinematography. So, this is like the second place award. So, if Judas and the Black Messiah wins Best Picture, I think Nomadland will win cinematography. So, yeah, and vice versa. So, but yeah, Nomadland or Judas and the Black Messiah. I just feel like it's going to Nomadland. What if Nomadland cleans it? Good. Okay, costume design. Emma, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan, Pinocchio. Okay, I don't think anyone remembered that Pinocchio came out this year, or like there was a Pinocchio movie. So bye. Mank, you're also gone. Sorry. No hate on Mank. Haven't seen it, so I'll watch it. I think that Mulan, everyone hated you. So if you won, I feel like everyone would be more mad about that. But I kind of like Mulan, but the costume design really. Okay. I hope for Emma. Haven't seen it. It's on my list. But I just really appreciate their existence. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom could win, though. I could see it. But my vote's to Emma. Okay, directing. Another Round. Haven't heard of it, so bye. Mank. Okay, maybe. Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman. Okay, goodbye, Another Round. Promising Young Woman, I'm proud that you got nominated, but you're probably not going to win. Sorry, Emerald Fennel. Big fan of your interview with Olivia Wilde. That was really good. They have a no assholes policy on set, both of them. So, appreciate that. As a hopeful future filmmaker, you gave me really good things to think about. Sorry to Mank. Mank probably is going to win something, but I don't know what yet. So for me, it's going to win nothing. Okay, if Nomadland wins Best Picture, then Minari is going to win Best Directing. I think Minari should just win Best Directing. Screw it. Nomadland's going to win something. Or a few things. Yeah. Okay, documentary, feature. I haven't seen any of these, so I think I'm just going to skip. Sorry. Okay, documentary, short subject. I think I saw Hunger Ward. Don't remember it. Skip. I am so sorry. I'll watch you. You know, I was watching the 2019 short film documentaries that got nominated. Some of them. So I'll watch you in 2 years. Okay, film editing. The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7. This is pretty stiff. Stiff competition here. Promising Young Woman, I think you're going. Like, if Promising Young Woman had, like, other nominees that weren't as good, it could totally win. You know, I mean, there's... But, sorry. I watched the movie, really liked it. So, that says something. I really want to watch The Father. I think it's going to win something. It could win film editing. I think what's interesting is, I think it's not going to be like last year, where I think Parasite is just going to win everything. Well, number one, Parasite is nominated this year, obviously. But I think that, I think this is going to be evenly distributed between. My kind of vote for this is The Father or Nomadland. Sound of Metal, they should win sound. I'm going to get to that. International feature film. Another Round, Better Days, Collective. I think I've heard of Collective. Okay, I'm going to skip this because I haven't seen any of them. Sorry. Makeup and hairstyling. Emma, Hillberry, Elegy. I think I'm saying that wrong. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Pinocchio. I think I should go to Emma. They should switch between Emma and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom for costume and then makeup and hairstyling. I think costume should go to Emma, makeup and hairstyling, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Boom. But I'm fine if, like, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom wins both. I just want... Emma, just everyone to think about Emma and watch Emma. And me included. Okay, music, original score, The Five Bloods, Mank, Minari, News of the World, Soul. I think this is going to Soul. Next. I mean, there wasn't as much music. I still think it's going to Soul. Yeah. Okay, music. Original song. Fight for You from Judas and the Black Messiah. Hear My Voice. Trial of Chicago 7. Yusovic from Eurovision Song Contest. Blah, blah, blah. ISO Scene from The Life Ahead. Speak Now from One Night in Miami. I think it's either going to be Eurovision or Judas and the Black Messiah. No, why not? I don't know. I don't know any of these. Well, I don't remember. This is not my forte. Okay, Best Picture. Here's the T. I think, okay. The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7. Nomadland or Judas and the Black Messiah. But if Sound of Metal wins or Minari wins, also up there. It's like a four-way tie. The Father, I don't think it's going to win because I think it'll choose things that people can see. Because The Father's only in theaters, right? So, I'm going to just predict, the Golden Globes, like, Nomadland, like, kicked ass. So, I think Judas and the Black Messiah. I really do. And I think Best Directing will go to Nomadland. Boom. But, maybe one of those four. Technically one of those 7, but I think those 4. Production design. The Father, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, News of the World, Tenet. I hope Tenet wins just to piss everyone off. That's what I would do if I was Oscar. Yeah, I'm the Oscar. Okay, short film animated. I don't know these. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, I have seen Burrow. Burrow, I hope you win. You know, maybe I've also seen If Anything Happens, I Love. I hope Burrow wins. No reason. I haven't seen the other ones, but I've seen it, so I'm biased. Okay, short film live action. I think I've seen Two Distant Strangers. Okay, there's Feeling Through, The Letter Room, The Present, Two Distant Strangers, What I watch a bunch of short films. You can follow me on Letterboxd to see my short films list. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah. Okay. Sound. Okay. Greyhound, Mank, News of the World, Soul, Sound of Metal. So it should go to Sound of Metal. Clearly. But if it goes to Soul, I get it. But I don't want... No. I think it should go to Sound of Metal. Big brain. Come on. Come on, Oscar. Come on, the Oscar. Okay, visual effects. Love and Monsters. Love and Monsters. Please. Please. I heard, like, someone told me that when, oh god, what movie won for something? Oh gosh. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, The Midnight Sky, Mulan, The One and Only Ivan, Tenet. I hope Love and Monsters win, and just for funsies. Yep. Okay, writing, adapted screenplay. Borat, you know, the whole name. The Father, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, The White Tiger. I hope The Father, because I don't know how much, I mean, Nomadland's gonna win a bunch, so we'll just give this one to The Father, huh? Why not? Okay, writing, original screenplay, Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7. They might give it to Aaron Sorkin. They might give it to The Trial of Chicago 7. But I kind of want Minari or Judas and the Black Messiah, Promising Young Woman. Thank you for being nominated. Appreciate you. But I feel like you're beat though, buddy. And I'm like sad because like I support female filmmakers. Look. Support women in film. Support women in film. Got the sticker from my friend Jen. So, I like Promising Young Women. So, but they might just give it to Aaron Sorkin. My vote would be, okay, depends out of these three, whichever one didn't get enough wins, they would give writing to either Judas. I think they're gonna get a bunch of. Okay, or Minari. I think they should get a bunch of awards too, and Sound of Metal. I think I'd be the worst person to like decide for the Oscars because I'm just so sensitive. I'd be like, you get an award. You get. Call me Oprah. Like what? I just can't decide. Like, are you kidding me? I just can't decide. You know, I think everyone should get an Oscar. If you're watching this, you deserve an Oscar. Come on. We all deserve an EGOT eventually, right? Sharing is caring. I learned that in kindergarten. Come on, Oscar. I know the Oscars, it's a joke. Okay, but the Oscar thing. Okay, that's all I had to talk about. So, thank you for watching / listening. I talked about a lot of topics. So, yeah, new episode in 2 weeks. I don't know how to end this. Okay. If you have any more predictions for 2021, please leave it down below in the comments. And, hopefully, we're right. Unless you said something horrible, then I hope you're wrong. Okay. Alright, bye.